Hi guys, Anthony Ross here. Welcome to this week's Mental Toughness Made Simple video. This week I'm going to take you through a really simple way to review matches basically. One of the great challenges that we face when we're competing in tennis is that as we get under the pump and we're in there competing, we tend to get caught up in the outcome of matches and make our focus based on the winning and losing rather than focusing and committing to processes that increase the chance of success. So I'm going to talk you through this form as I do it when I'm working with players, but obviously if you're a player yourself, you can use it yourself. And if you're a coach or a parent, you can use the form with your players or children. So it's called the competitive score worksheet. And what we do in step one before the match, all we're doing is we're making sure we've got clear processes that we are going to commit to during matches, that we're accountable for, that we're going to base the review of the match on. So in step one, so for example, strategy is really common. So a common strategy that I use is I call balanced aggression. And that's basically you're rallying for control of the points. If you get a short ball, you're attacking, trying to force errors, perhaps coming in after it, serving for free points, and returning first serves to neutralise the points or second serves to be aggressive. And others, you might use cues here. So a cue on serve or return, you might use like positive body language. So that could be another example. Okay. So we go into the matches, our players go into the matches, and this is now what the purpose of the match is. The purpose of the match is no longer to win. The purpose of the match is to finish the match saying that I got as many points as possible, actually committing to these things. At the end of the match in the review, we just review the total points played. So if you don't know exactly how many points were played, a good way to do it is to average it as 6 points per game. So say a 6-4, 6-4 match. In this case, that would be 120 points. We're then moving to step 3. We're looking at the commitment score, and this is the all-important review. So rather than rating the match on the outcome of 6-4, 6-4, we are simply going in and we're seeing how many times can the player answer yes to the question, did I commit my actions to what I said I was going to at the end of each point? So that's the goal of the match. At the end of each point, the player says, did I commit to the actions? And from the competitive score point of view, if they answer that yes, that's a winning point, and that gets a credit. So say in this case, they say I did it half the time. So half the time, I could answer yes, I absolutely committed. 60 points, we turn it into a percentage, so it's 50%. And then finally, what we want to do is reflect on the points that you missed. So on the points you didn't commit to that process that we agreed you were going to commit to, what stopped you? And in these cases, it will be either concentration, most commonly concentration, or it could be that they got caught up in the difficult, unintentional thoughts and feelings of the match, and they started playing based on those, or something similar. So let's just say, in this case, the player reflects that the concentration was the most common cause. So it's really simple. That's how we use it. The goal here is over time, if you want your player, or if you're a player, to increase your effectiveness and mental toughness, what you'll see over time is the commitment score in generally similar situations will rise over time. So that's the goal of using this format, is that is to try to slowly but surely be able to say, I'm committing to more points during matches. I'm committing to the processes that we agreed to at the start of the match. Some general ideas on how you can implement it. So basically, usually if I'm talking to a player, I will go through the competitive score first, and then we might talk about specifics of the outcome score as well, but I want to make sure they know that the competitive score is the most important one and the outcome score is secondary. You can split it into relevant blocks, so you could do set by set. So say a player wins the first set easily, loses the second set easily. We then could lead with the outcome score, but split it into different sets to see what was going on in those sets. And extreme examples is that you might not talk about the outcome score at all. So you may, if you really want to stress this, if your players or you as a player really are getting caught up in the outcome and finding it hard to focus on the processes and actually commit to processes that are helpful, you may just forget about the outcome altogether in terms of your reviewing of matches and just only talk about the competitive score. So once again, so how is this useful? It really is useful for promoting focus of helpful processes that increase the chance of success, or improving in cases that you're trying to focus on things that are going to help you or your players improve. It helps make every point discrete. So when we're just counting the amount of points that we play throughout the match and focusing on each point and did you commit, it really helps players get better at making every point separate, discrete, and getting better at focusing on those processes. It helps develop the understanding of what's going on when you're not committing to the helpful processes in step 4. And over time, it helps track mental toughness improvement. So if you're, as I said before, if your competitive score is improving over time, you are improving as a competitor. I mean, there's no doubt about it, because you're getting better at actually committing your actions to the helpful processes. And so that is the thing that is going to improve mental toughness over time. So I'm Anthony Ross. I hope you found this helpful. You should be able to, wherever you're watching, see a place to download the form if you'd like to use it. So go ahead and do that if you wish to. And all the best for this coming week, whether you're a player or a coach. Go get them. Cheers.